Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit with your boy Sophisticated Jerk, Stan, aka Mustard, and Wally in the building.
Go ahead.
So today, man, we got some good topics, but the first one we're gonna jump into, it's your boy, I think Dave Ramsey's like, what's the people that work under him? Do they got like a specific name? But I know their consultants they give people advice, just kind of like Dave Ramsey. So it's not him, but it's like I think he brings people on, apprentices or counselors, whatever they call.
They got their own books. They're under his network.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if they had like a specific name or something they should be calling them, but I know like they're kind of under him, like you said, on their network. Mm-hmm. And then people call into the show kind of like they do with Dave Ramsey, but they'll give like their own advice on them. So in this one segment, I think this one guy called in and his question was like, I have like 12 million. His girlfriend has like 50,000. And I think he was asking about like, should he get a prenup? She was upset, I guess, with what was that?
Did you forget the other stuff she comes with the 50,000?
What was that?
She comes in with 3 kids.
Oh, like I said, I didn't want to listen to it. I just saw the title, so I'm like, because I didn't want to listen to it first. But damn, 3 kids.
She come in with 3 kids.
And he got 12 million.
He got 12 million. She only got 50K. I think he was like being generous because he also Wally. Wally came up and Wally was like,
Wally was like 12 million. You could buy like a third world country for that amount. Like, hell no. I would have been like, soon as I've been on that date, be like, well, I got 3.
You're on mute, Wally.
Oh, no. I was saying earlier. I was saying with 12 million, I would have been gone. I would disappear.
Yeah, 12 million.
And he also pays off her debt. But yet,
wait. He offered to pay off her debt.
No, he's paying off her debt now. She's a mother of 3. He's offering to like have her not work and be a stay-at-home mother. And he wants to protect his assets. She only quote unquote have only 50K, and she feels some type of way.
No. See, that's the problem right there. That's the problem. This is where he effed up. You already
hold on. We want to say, let's watch this video because I'm gonna let you cook.
Ain't this a bitch?
Yeah, we gotta watch this clip. Wally was about to go in. Wally saved that energy. Woo! Already, what you was explaining. Oh, God damn. We have a sucker on our hands. But let me go ahead and pull this up, and of course, man, we gonna. Let me know what we
watch how the women behave. The women on the show, I was very disappointed in them. But just watch the language they use.
Okay. Y'all let me know when y'all want to stop. Because I know this one is like 8 minutes, so let me know.
So I recently got engaged. My fiance and I are both 36 years old. We're looking to start a Brady Bunch. We've got 5 kids between 10 and 12 between us.
Oh, wow. Between 10 and 12? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I have twin sons who are 11, and she has a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, and 12-year-old.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's going to be a house full. That's fun. So great.
Yeah, it's been really fun. Yep. So the reason I'm calling is because we have a pretty large difference in assets. And I think based on your advice, the advice would be that we should get a prenup. So I have roughly $12 million and she has roughly 50,000. And so we started the process of looking into a prenup, and it's been an emotional one. And I totally understand why. And I think especially like we went through a questionnaire talking together about it. But then when we got the first draft back from my lawyer, that's when she's really not been feeling good about it. And I understand the concern. So, I mean, she feels like I wouldn't be fully entering the marriage in the same way that she is, because it feels like I'm holding assets like separately off to the side. And I'm sensitive to that, and especially in some of the context of her former relationship. And so I'm just looking for maybe more clarity and like what you guys would recommend.
Before they give their recommendation, the statement alone that he said, like, we're kind of coming in at different, it's like, no shit, you're rich. She's kind of like broke. So it's like, yeah, there's a big discrepancy, but The fact that she's upset.
But
it's
this is my thing. I should be ever so more upset. As two human beings, keyword human beings, y'all like to motherfucking no, we ain't gonna do men and women. Human beings. I got 2 kids. You got 3. How the hell I get 12 million and you over here getting 50 in the bank? Make it make sense.
But keep in mind what she feels like he's not fully vested in their relationship.
I'm like, I'm not. I'm fully invested into me. And by you being with me, you get the benefit from that investment that I'm invested in myself. So it's just crazy that they be like,
he wouldn't even date you. What are we talking about here?
yeah, this is crazy already. I know where this is going. Yeah, their body language right now, they're gonna give some. This is looking like terrible advice right here. But let me. Go ahead. What's that saying?
The thing that I feel like they did the questionnaire like they're supposed to. You have, and you talking about your previous relationships, which is your previous relationships was probably blue collar or whatever, not working out. That stuff you got to figure it out because you're the one with 3 kids. I don't know how many husbands that she had before, right? His is solid, 2 boys, 12 million. He's good. Your kids, he's willing to take them on. They're also going to be good. He's talking about the Brady Bunch. He's already in it to win it. Like, but you feel some type of way with your 50K? You gonna hold on to your 50K compared to what this guy got?
Yeah, that's because she's trying to cash out, man. Because like you said, it's like, you think about it, man, 12 million. Man, he could just live off the interest as he's good. You know, for his legacy, making sure he puts on that. But it's like you said, he's taking on 3 and she's upset because of those parameters. It's like you being with him just naturally, even if he got like a spiritual, you're going to win just by proxy or, like a byproduct of his success. So that's not even good enough, which shows like she's upset because she's like, hey, I need a cash out. But it's like, man, he already done put the work in. Like if she grew with him, that to me, that's different. But it's like now you're coming at the tail end. Like he already done trained, put up them jumpers. You're literally coming. You know how people come after the game's over. They're like, hey, the game's over. Like they already won. That's literally how she's showing up. So it's like, man, you wasn't even watching me throwing up the shots, but you literally coming in after the championship parade and shit. So yeah, she would have been in her feelings. I'm like, I don't even know why you need to ask this. This shit should have been an infomercial. You'd be like, hey, I got 12 million. She got 50. Yeah, get that prenup or don't even get married, pimping. Bye. Click.
Yeah, because like I think it's manipulative that you feel some type of way. You only have 50K.
Yeah, you got 50,000.
Like if you
got to wash my car.
You know what I'm saying? You got 50K. You want to keep your 50K, put in the trust for your 3 kids, because 50K compared to 12 million, it's like pennies on a dollar. Not even that. It's like essence on a dollar. You don't have money at no 50K, right? And you feel some type of way, and it's like, yo, I don't care about feel some type of way. Everybody here is an adult, like Wally said. You have 3 kids. You already know you need to be financially stable and also be, this is what you pray for, this is what you got. You asked for a rich man and you got yourself one. He's not even done yet. He's only 36. That 12 million is nothing. He can make probably 100K, 100 million, like at the end of 10 years. We don't know what he does as an industry, but like, look, he already made 12 million at 36. You gonna give that up because you feel some type of way?
Yeah. Now I said I want it all mentality, and it's got to be on my terms. And people don't understand; they miss a blessing, when they push it too much. But let's jump back in the video.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
This piece of math, right? So I know you said for every dollar she has, for every dollar he has, right? So put it like this: for every $1 she has, he has 240. That's the math, literally.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait, $240 for every $1?
Yeah, that she has.
Now I'm looking at just on 12 million alone. Just say like if he put it in a high yield account, which is very basic, but I'm just saying at 4% because that's typically what they give. At the end of 10 years, he would have 17 million just by letting it compound. So it's just like he's good. And you know that you could get many things that would get that like basic amount. So if he put it in like different investments that get higher, I mean, he'll be like you said, and if he's still earning money to putting in there, yeah, he could definitely get to like 100. But all right, man, let me go ahead. Let me play the video some more.
Oh man, this is a hard one. Because I think it is a wise decision to do one. And I say that even more. I have a friend who's going through not a great situation, and she came in with a lot more. And now he's just, it's just messy. It's messy. And there's a level, again, you're hoping and praying obviously that this is the one and that it's going to last a lifetime. But as you guys have experienced, there is a reality to all of this. And whenever any of us get married, right? I think there is like this, like, okay, I'm choosing you for a reason and for a lifetime. But we also don't live under a rock and know that things change in life and situations come up. And unfortunately, some really hard things happen and does causes marriages to break up, right? To enter into divorce. And we don't want that. So what were I'm curious, what were the parts of it that was making her, because you guys went through a questionnaire together and it didn't sound like the questionnaire brought up a lot of red flags, but when she was actually like reading it, does she feel like she won't be taken care of if something happens, or like what's that underlying?
That's a concern. Yeah. Yes. And I think especially like, her kids as well too. And it's something that I want to address, and I think we could address like in a will or like some other document or method after we get married. And it's something that I want to do. Like I absolutely would want her and her kids to be taken care of too if something, didn't happen to us. I think it also, it feels very condescending to her.
Okay, look, if she has a problem with that, it's real simple. Go get a job. Like, what the hell are we talking about here?
Just go get a job. He wants her to stay at home. He wants her to be a stay-at-home mom.
I don't give a fuck.
Nah, this guy,
let's be real. He had 12 million, right? So that means you can take care of all the bills. Anything she does as a job, even if it's part-time, she can just put that away for the kids nice and slowly every single time.
No, I agree with you. Nah, she would work. Like you said, that would be the benefit of getting with him. It's like, man, you're not gonna have to pay any bills, so like you work, you put that in your. But he's kind of a sucker. You can already tell because she's talking about a will for her kids. I'm like, man, how much money did their dad have? Let's talk about that. Oh, he worked at Popeye's Chicken. They'd be like, all right, exactly. Like y'all get like $10,000. That's our prenup. So the fact that, man, because I'm saying when you like dig into people's past and you realize like the guy wasn't even like a fraction of what he is, because I mean he got 12 million, so
but
them kids' father probably ain't even like close to where he's at, and she's making these demands on him. So that's what's kind of fucked up about it.
But no,
it's like, man, you made 3 of them with this broke motherfucker, but all of a sudden I got to be the hero. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, real quick, because I wanted to add this, right? Because even to the point that you just made, right? Where is the original father in this mess? Is he locked up? Is he just whatever? They separate? Like, is he even in a part of these kids' lives? Because if he is, your kid's technically protected on his part. What he doing?
Nah, she like, hey, he don't got your type of bread. So she's like trying to realign everything. She's trying to salvage her legacy on the backs of him now. That's what's going on.
That's what it is. Mess that.
She said, we need to put this in a will or something. Nah, hell no. I don't do no wills with no. And then the other thing is, I don't know if y'all ever looked at the divorce rate for like second marriages. It's like 70%.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, you got a 30% chance that might work out. So it's like, hell nah. Like the fact that even people want to get married a second time blows my mind. Like it's a one-time deal for me. I got too much money. So it's like me and my wife don't make it, I'm cool with me and her splitting because we both worked and contributed. I have no issue. But after that, I'm going stone cold with it. You even come in my house, I'm gonna be like scanning people like I'm in some mob shit. Like, you got a wire on you? I'm gonna be that nervous. Like, what you here for? Like they could be getting pat downs at the door. Like, hey man, like that's how protective I'm gonna be of my shit.
The thing
Mm-mm.
the thing that's frustrating about this, right? It was one, I can see the host is trying to keep it girls' code because she was like, her friend is going through it, and you know the guy didn't sign it, and now and she wouldn't go in details. I'm like,
No, but I think what she said in details is sort of like a flip version. Like she's the one with the money, and the dude didn't have it, but then they didn't go with the prenup, and then she's going through hell.
Yeah, where's this unicorn at?
Even go there, right?
Where's this magical chick at?
Okay, so she does that, right? But the thing about it, like they're both were already married or already in previous relationships before, so they both know what's coming and what's up. So he's being responsible. She's not, and that's why I say, like, hey, this woman's being manipulative. He's making a Brady Bunch thing. He got 2 kids, you got 3, right? You only got like 50K. If you want to hold on to your 50K, that prenup didn't put it for your children. But for him saying like, well, after this, when we get married, I'll do a will. And I'm like, yo, you gotta do your will now because this doesn't,
See, that's the thing about that I don't even slightly agree with. It's like we're not even in a long-term relationship yet for me even to consider even putting a will for your kids. Like I'm not even, like we just got here. Like,
y'all know what, man, a will is for death. I ain't incentivizing nobody for my death. Y'all better keep me alive. Like that's the only way people, like, you get to live with me. We're not getting married. We're getting a spiritual wedding. I'm gonna do that shit in like a country that has no extradition rights. That's so it's like, man, y'all better keep me alive. Y'all better be on my good side because I'll get everybody out of here. That's how that shit would go. So yeah, I'll be like, y'all incentive is for me to be happy and to be alive. I don't do wills. Y'all gonna end up on a Channel 5 News. Man mysteriously fell off a cliff on family vacation. Family celebrated them, and now they're filthy. You could be seeing them in like G-Wagons and shit. No. Damn that. But let's go ahead and play. Let's see this advice.
That like that either she, and I don't see it being a problem for her at all. Like my goal in this, and I think that's what your advice is that in our case, that I know is rare, it would help protect our marriage. And that's what I want to do. Look at the sisters. The sisters like, shit, I might, she's like, did he leave a number around here? I might call him up. Like, leave her ass. Like, hey, listen. Cause she ain't said that. She's like, I don't know how to approach this problem yet. The other chick, she was like talking from the jump. Like, give me the rundown real quick. She's like, shit, I might break this up so I could like holla at homeboy. Got 12 M's. But I totally understand that she feels it's condescending, like to her, maybe her and her family and her friends, that they might be a problem, and that we would need this to like protect against them.
Can I ask how like stringent this prenup is, like how strict it is? Because when I've heard calls about this before, my question is always, is there a way that this can be more progressive, that maybe over time and over years, some of the restrictions fall off? Like, does that make sense to where it's like the longer we're together and the more that this feels right, some of this starts to fall off and now we start to become one. And after a while, it's all gone and we are one. Is there anything built in like that?
So there's nothing currently built in like that. So other than that, it's pretty basic. So everything we enter into the marriage with is separate property, except she has a small amount of debt, and she's been awesome about eliminating debt, especially the situation she came from. that I don't want her to carry it all. Like we would just pay it off. And then everything after the date of the marriage is shared. So income that I make or she made, we just share it. Our plan is that she would stop working. She'd be able to be home with all these kids.
Does that include interest on the 12 million, like as that grows, or does any growth on that 12 million remain yours?
Yeah, so at least as it's currently structured, the growth in that would remain mine. I think we have talked about, it's not in the document, but like if I were to stop working to also help with the kids, which would be an option, like the income that we drew from that would be considered our income.
I think I would. Yeah, I'd be wondering about that if I were entering in that marriage. Like, how can we protect what you've already created, but how can I be a player and how that grows from here on out? Like, how can I be a part of that? I think I might be wondering about that.
No. Roll that word back. What was that choice of words?
Yeah, and then the only other...
She said, I want to be a player in that. But baby girl, we already won the championship. What team are you playing on now? Like, yeah, that's...
There ain't no way. There ain't no way.
You benefit from it.
There ain't no way.
Your 50K. You're not much of a player. You're in debt. You know what? He's gonna pay off the debt. That's what he said. Like, he gonna pay off your debt. Like, how much of a player that we gonna do? Buy products and waste money?
The only way she's a player is she's putting that 50K in the main pot.
That ain't
no. Remember they keep it separate.
No, I know that. I'm saying if they would have put a joint pot.
You can't put a joint. I'm not gonna.
Well, no, I'm not saying like don't do like the whole like. So I'm just saying like whatever you choose to separate and put it on that in the main side where you usually can use it.
No, she can keep. I don't want to. You said it's $240 for every dollar. Well, I look like Chancey. My $240 bucks.
Hey, look, the way because honestly, this is just stupid shit. You're talking about being a player. There ain't no other way around.
No, they're talking about being the player.
I know. No,
Wally, the only way she could be a player in this situation is like he would never get married, and she just moves in, becomes like a nanny for him.
At least she's working and earning,
and it cleans the house. Like that's the only way you could be a player in this situation. Like
as long as she's working and earning it, I guess that's the only way around it. Because they ain't no way.
Winning, and that's the part about it. It's like. I think, what's up, M3? I think a lot of times
what's good?
People take this equality a little too. You're not equals.
What
like
equality?
It's like this. Like I think what they're aiming for is equality. Like we gotta find a way to make it fair, and it's like no, it's not making it fair. It's like you gotta be grateful because you are coming in with no money. You're coming in with kids. You're coming in with debt. He's coming in with a lot more money, a lot, right? Which means that your kids benefit from the public schools. Hold on. We will get there. He's going to clear out your debt. And then you can stay home. You won't have to go back to work. You can stay at home and have an allowance. I'm sorry, there's no equality. You win. There is zero equality. And again, like keep in mind with prenups, if you go ahead and have your own attorney and put in there that he pays for it, it's okay. Like you don't, and that's the thing. Like, yo, you already been married. Both of y'all been married. You've already been married. The relationship failed. You gotta be smart. Like this whole thing of listening to your heart and feeling some type of way doesn't work anymore. Like everybody got put on their big boys and girls panties. And like protect yourself and protect the second marriage because, like as Jay said, there's a 70% chance it's going to fail. You got to fix that.
And my thing is, man, the crazy thing about it is like a lot of guys, man, I don't know what mindset we just have, man. That whole incentivize somebody to stay with you because that's pretty much what they're trying to package here. They're like. What Stan is saying, it's like they're trying to make it fair. So it's like, oh, okay, over time, the restrictions. No, man, like this is to protect what I built. Like I literally like sacrifice. I got kids of my own. I gotta make sure my legacy's tight. So it's like, man, you get to stay with me, and that's a hell of an opportunity. So I feel like if you get like 12 million, you should be talking in third person. He should literally be sitting down like, you're grateful to be in my presence. Here's this pie chart. Here's where I'm at. I'm all the way up here. This is where I'm at in society. You're down here and you're broke and you got debt. Like, that's our negotiation. It's like, you get to stay with me. That's it. Like, there ain't nothing else on the table.
And I want to put this in framework because he's doing this while having 2 of his kids, meaning he more likely has the ownership of his kids than his wife do. So I just find it very peculiar how they want to talk about fair. 1 man, 2 kids, 1 woman, 3 kids. And then if you were to think to yourself, okay, you got 1 person that had his life straight, regardless of his ex. And then another one, we don't know for sure, but honestly, with the amount of debt that he's covering for you, for whatever reasons and whatever debt that may be, yeah, you know what? Bullshit. I'd have walked out the damn door. You got me fucked.
Yeah, I mean, just off this, what we know so far, man, she's a liability. That's the reality. Yeah. 1 kid, she's already like barking back at like trying to get him to sign for a will, and they're having
weird part. Like, what happens if you die?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, anybody mention the will around me, and we ain't had that longevity with each other. Like, oh hell no! I'm like, red flag, red flag, red flag.
Okay, if I die, here's a small check. Here's $1 million. Bye. Get out of my face. It's the best you get from me at best.
Yeah, but they are definitely trying to do the fairness thing. So that's what they're like. Well, can I read? No. Yeah, like I would stand on that.
Let go. Can you let go of the restrictions? Is she's gonna have access to
restrictions for what?
But they were talking about a post-nup, and that's what they're talking about. And I was like, y'all tricky, y'all good, but like, yo, y'all keeping that sisterhood on. Like, you're not putting the onus on her. Like, you're not looking out for him and his children. Like, you just like, oh, okay. Like, you're not pointing out like how ungrateful someone could be when somebody comes in your life offering you to be debt-free. You're moving up socially. Your kids is moving up with you. And there's also a chance of you, if you're going to be a stay-at-home mom, he could pay you the income so you don't have to worry about that and put in your savings. What exactly is he doing something wrong? And he's not. Yeah, and that's why I'm disappointed with these 2 ladies, because I'm like, man.
Common sense ain't common sense no more.
Yeah, because it wouldn't have been us. It's funny because say it would have been some dudes and he would have called into us. It'd be like, hey man, don't like we would have shut this shit for like, you got 12 million and she got 50. Like, no, spiritual arrangement. She stay with you. She can level up, but don't put your shit at risk. It would have been that simple. Be like, oh hell no. Well, I'm thinking about incentivizing. No, don't incentivize nobody that they don't want to be with you. Just straight up. Man, they don't like you like that. They're just trying to come up. Because if you got to do incentives to keep people, that's what she's talking about. Because a lot of rich people, they be like, oh, if you stay with me 5 years, you get this payout. You stay with me 10 years. I'm like, man, what is it with guys that love just paying out for somebody to be with you? Like, no, man, this shit should be free. I'm the prize in this case. I'm the one that built up this magnitude to put myself in this 1%. Like, I'm not paying nobody out. If you're not smart enough to figure out why you're going to gain from this situation, then already I know you're not financially literate and you're not thinking long term. And I'm moving on. I need to find that person that got it. But M3, we're gonna play the video some more.
Yeah,
and then we'll let you get caught up, because it's just the guy called into the show was like, he got 12 million. The female has 50,000, and he's asking about a prenup. So they're just giving him some advice.
Oh yeah, no, I kind of get this already, and I can tell by the look of these 2 women's face, they're pretty much disgusted, and power to the sisterhood. I'm for sure they probably try to chew them out. They probably
no. They're like, man, you need to get the prenup. But what they're trying to do is just like now expand it. They're like, oh well, maybe she could get in on the percentages, or you could loosen up as time goes on. It's like, nah, fuck that. Like,
yeah, that's a form of a shaming tactic, because when you're doing it in a passive way, it's just like saying like, well, I agree with you, sir, right? Because you are like the breadwinner, but maybe you could just ease it up a little bit. Like in 5 or 2 years now, you should give her this, or you should give her that. They're playing with her psyche, but more in a tactful type of way.
Yeah, because the thing with I would say with us, if a female, like say we had a female friend and she had like 12 million and a guy had 50,000, I would tell her the same thing, like, oh hell no, don't get married to man. Look, protect your shit. So that's where with me, it's across the board because I know females that work with me that got high numbers. I'm like, you get that prenup. So for them to get this, like, nah, this is terrible. But all right, let me play this real quick and we'll.
Additional part is we're planning to get a house. And I was just going to buy the house. We title it in both of our names. I just consider it community property.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're being very gracious about this, Derek. I think it's such a hard line to be wise in a situation and being. I mean, you don't sound.
You know what?
You're drawing these crazy hard lines, and
I'll give it that
you're pushing it like it's.
Get the house. I'll give it that because 9 times out of 10, you're more likely gonna give money away to your kids anyways, so they can get their own house. Fuck her.
No.
I need you under duress. You a guest. That's like,
oh, she made
all this is mine, man. Like, man, you better come correct. I'm on that John Cena. We got a cohabitation agreement. Like,
you're gonna be like, bitch, I bought this bitch. Okay, look,
Wally, the kingdom is built. Like, I'm walking into this with 12 M's. Like. It'd be different if we invented something and like say like I had like 1 million, I shot up to that. Then I'd be like, yeah, man, I'm walking into this ready made. Like I said, so you're a guest. Like I'm sorry.
Hey.
He's in San Jose, California. You see that?
Wait, he's in
our neck of the wood, right?
Never mind.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Never mind.
Right? When he said he's gonna retitle the house, that's why I had the look on my face. I was just like,
he about to get got. Yeah, California. Show no mercy. She getting that house, huh?
Yeah, because San Jose, if you look it up real quick, SJ, there's a lot of millionaires in San Jose.
Yeah, because y'all close to what's the IT hub down there that they call it?
Oh, it's all of them.
Yeah, we're close to LinkedIn, Google.
No. What's that? Damn, start with an S. Silicon Valley.
Yeah, so there you go.
It's all of it.
Yeah, so we're in the Silicon Valley area. To give like a simple breakdown, right, of why you saw like the explanation, like eyes from Stan, right, and for myself, is because one under California law, right, when you break up with someone, right, or divorce, you have to split the house, sell the house 50-50, right? But here's the thing that kind of shocked me. So a guy like him, of course, I know he's going to pay the house in full. He's not going to leverage any debts or use whatever income sources. He's going to just probably pay it full out. But the fact that he's going to not only pay for the house by himself with his broke wife or fiance, he is going to have the audacity to put it under her name. That is a big mistake. So if I'm
you gonna put it in her name,
yeah, that's
so he's
no,
he's financing the house. That's why we got shot. He's paying for the house in full. He's financing under his name and her name. So they're finding jointly. She's not putting a goddamn thing into it, right? But however, when divorce happens, he's going to have to sell that house, and depending on how big that house is, especially in San Jose, every house is going to be over like $1 million and up. So she's already got her come up of going to make like maybe let's say like 500 or 600,000 K, but she's already got her bag set, and I'm for sure she convinced him to do that.
Oh yeah, no, she pushing for all this. Real quick, I looked it up. So the top 10 cities with the most millionaires per capita, yeah, San Jose was like number 1. Number 2 is Bridgeport, Connecticut. 3, San Francisco, California. 4, Washington, D.C. 5, Boston, Massachusetts. 6, New York City. 7, Los Angeles. 8, Chicago. 9, Denver, and 10, Seattle. So yeah, San Jose is number 1. I'd be like, look, you need to go get one of them other millionaires because you ain't about to catch me slipping like this.
How do they honestly? Because she's coming in with 50K. Again, when you break it down, you coming in with 50K, debt, 3 kids. He's going to take care of your debt. He's going to pay you to stay with the children, of course. He's going to, you're marrying into this rich family. Now he's going to put you on the house, like on the deed, the house deed. Not the mortgage, you on the deed. And yet you feel some type of way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Some people don't know how to win, man. And that's what's crazy about it. It's like, man, if I was sitting in that chair, I'd be like, damn, he put you on this and you just staying with that person, man, you could level up and yeah, I'll be shutting it down. I'll be like, hell nah. Like, sign that. Don't put no incentives.
Yeah,
but let me play the rest of the video because it's not too much left.
Your tone feels very humble and gracious, which I think she probably very much appreciates. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I were in her position, which you never can fully do for somebody. You know, there's a part of me that I don't know. I think I would understand. You're coming in with 12 million. Yeah. And I understand that's not mine right now, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah, this one's hard for me. I see.
Are you an anti-prenup?
No, I'm not. I would not go that far. I think it's just it is a very tough way to start out a marriage. Clearly,
yes,
because we're dividing yours versus mine.
Y'all growing up.
Everything else in the marriage is out. Is we say we us our. So it is tough. And if you're a person, I'll put myself in the shoes. Me. I've always viewed, when you enter a marriage, it's like this.
Yes.
You don't know who you're going to fall in love with. And that person happens to be loaded. And now suddenly you're like, oh, this picture I had of it being ours is not possible. That's just tough. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just tough.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, Derek, I think it's too, I think it can feel like the 12 million's off in this corner and we're never going to participate in it. But I think it comes into it's mine if something happens. But up until that point, it's ours. Like we're sharing assets.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
Like we are living our lives together as one. But for some reason, if something ever happened in a divorce, this part still goes back to me. Does that make sense? I wonder if framing it.
That's a good way to frame it because that
ain't no goddamn good way to frame it. You know, it's a good way to frame it. It's like, I'm Swahili. I put an I in everything. God damn it. This is my shit. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, man, I literally came in there. What they should be asking themselves is like, what happened if this was your money? So like the two females, like if this was your 12 million and you're about to get married a second time, knowing that like it fails at like 70%, what would you do then? That's what they need to be asking, because they're putting themselves in a female position that don't have shit. It's like, put yourself in a position of the person that has all this and you're putting your shit at risk when you have kids. And I guarantee like their responses would change.
But you know what's so problematic with this? And maybe he didn't have this before this, right? But you had a marriage before this. So I'm just taking a wild guess. He didn't have this money in the first marriage. But honestly, even if so, let's say hypothetically you did. Negro, you try. There ain't no way, bro. There's just no way, bro. They ain't no way. They ain't no way. Hell no.
Again, I'm gonna say this again. I'm disappointed in both these two ladies. I'm disappointed. And this is what a guy should go talk to another man who can like, yo, she's winning already. You're willing to forfeit a lot of fortune for this woman, and it's coming across ungrateful because you have nothing. You bought to step into something. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was her, I'm getting married to somebody like this. My wedding song is "We're moving on up to the top." I mean, straight up. To the East Coast apartment in the sky. Yeah, that's what was going on. And because it's like, yo, it's you he gonna put you on the deed. What else do you want?
His life.
Oh yeah, that's oh.
They're heathens, undercover heathens. That's all we can say. Call it out for what it is.
Man, I'm starting to think, man, there's not a lot of good people out here. Because like if I was getting into a situation, say like I was the person with 50,000, somebody had 12, I'd be like, man, you came in here, whatever prenup you come with, man, I'm just grateful. Like, man, you let me like enjoy this lifestyle with you, and you're like, let me stay at the. It wouldn't even. Even if they were like, nah, man, I don't think I should. I'd be like, get a prenup because I don't even want you to think I'm. That's the type of person I'm in, and the fact that people like the one female where she was just like, well, the way I viewed marriage, it's like, yeah, that would be nice if you got with him from the beginning and you worked your way up, but. I like what the other one was saying. It's like, man, I am coming into this picture. You already have this, and you got kids too. So it's just like for them to not even consider like his legacy. Because I mean, I'll be considerate of that. I'll be like, man, you got kids. Nah, get your prenup, man. We'll worry about everything else after the line because I'm gonna come in and try to add value. So it's just like
they care about themselves first.
Oh, they showing it, but that's where this guy like Stan said, it's like. Man, talk to a guy because we would have broken down like, man, she should just be grateful. Damn that. Like, don't do no incentives. Man, you're doing enough.
You're in San Jose, which is the #1 place for millionaires. #1. You only say 50K. How you got this man is a fairy tale beyond fairy tale. Right? Because in all seriousness, this is the Bay Area. I don't know how many millionaires is that. Well, #1, how many is that?
They didn't say how many, but it's #1 per capita, millionaires per capita.
So now your whole social crowd is changed. You're about to forfeit your kid's future. Even if you're a stepchild, guess what? You're still part of that legacy because now you have access to a whole bunch of people that you could be married off into. They're gonna miss out on jobs, opportunities.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just.
So she's thinking about it so self-centeredly, like she could even, like you said, mess up the kids' upward mobility, being in this, like you said, inner circles.
Yeah, because like the Bay Area, we've seen it. Like the rich don't do what we do, nor do they hang out how we hang out. It's different for them living in the Bay Area, like for the rest of us. But like when you see what they got, it's like, yo, they gonna protect their stuff. And once you get married into that family, you're set. So your grandkids gonna be set, your great grandkids gonna be set. I mean, your ex-husband should be happy. Cause that's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's probably like, hey, don't fuck this up. He's like, man, you over here asking for all this shit. Like, man, would you just shut up and get with this guy?
Straight up, he might live till he's 90. He's gonna be set up. You know what I'm saying? Like getting picked up by a chauffeur, from the hospital, about to move in to what do you call those? Like the pool house or whatever with a servant. Like, what are we talking about here? And she wants to be a player in the game. Let me help people out this real quick. Where's my camera at? Let me help people out. You're not a player in the game.
Nah.
You're not a player in the game. They make the money. You know what you're supposed to be? There's an old cartoon called Richie Rich. You're going to be like Gloria, who's like the girlfriend of Richie Rich.
Gloria.
Yes. Just like, oh, Richie, I never want a diamond this big. That's who you are. Because he got 12 million now in San Jose, it's going to go up a little bit further up. Don't ruin your life, your descendants' life. Stop it.
Damn.
But the whole crazy thing about this whole situation, and this is where I wish the ladies went like, man, who was her husband before? How much did he make? And so that's the part that kills me with these things. It's like, obviously, if you only have 50,000, he wasn't no millionaire. So now you got all these like standards and wants. So yeah, if I was him, I would have G-checked her. I'd be like, your last man didn't have a fraction of that. So like we were saying, this is like, man, you're lucky you're in like, I'm pulling you into my world. Like, so yeah, I would have shut that shit down from the beginning.
You're going
what about you, M3? What you got any words? Because I'm gonna play the rest of this, but let me get the M3.
Yeah, man. See, the problem is that like, just by default, as a woman, as a man, you know, we were born to use our heads to think, to find creative strategies for success. A woman is born by default based on the beauty that she has, that she could be able to retain. Now, if she's an ugly woman or whatever, I mean, I'm sorry for her. She has no future. You know, she could be a teacher or whatever or a counselor, but that's as far as she could go as far as like getting a man, right? For a come up. But if you're a beautiful woman, you know, it's like the genetic lottery hits you. And no matter what you say, like women could say something like the stupidest stuff, right? And they could be like, you know what? I want to eat cat and dog today, right? And then you have some dudes that will just agree with her. It's kind of like you have your paparazzi crew or whatever. And dudes will just be like, well, yeah, man, I've been thinking about eating cat and dog too. You could be like, oh, you know what? I would love a man that he could be in touch with his emotional side. And then you have dudes like come up with flowers, like, man, like, you know, one time I cried because like I saw someone stepped on a ladybug. The point what I'm trying to make is that a lot of times the reason why women don't really get the picture that we get is because they're used to like a lot of these dudes lying to them or a lot of these dudes caring to them, you know, to the point that no matter how poor you are, and that's a broke chick, by the way, right? So that's a red flag to me. I'm not gonna lie. If I was this dude's dad or grandpa, you bring a broke chick home, I'm like, son, you know,
like, son, step into the cigar room.
Right. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a long like detox conversation or something. But by the time when he get out of the cigar room, hey man, like he gonna be a sensible man. And honestly, I feel like that guy, by him even going to the show, asking women for advice, you are a multi-millionaire. He might be like one of those emotional guys himself or whatever that can't really think on his own. Or he has the money, but he's so used to acting like he's the average man. And he hasn't really understand his true potential that, look, when you get up to a certain bracket, you got to be an asshole, okay? I'm an asshole, and I'm not even in that bracket. But I understand what the pros and cons like will lead up to. Anyways, like I said, the point is that unfortunately, these women are going to be ungrateful. No matter how much you give to them, they're always going to want more because they expect more. It's an expectation that he should give that to her. It's never going to be an appreciation that he brought a house or he's buying a house and putting it on her name.
That's the current house. It's the current house he's in now that he's going to put her on that deed.
Yeah, that's still crazy though. It's like,
he's dumb. You know.
Yeah, I just don't understand why like a lot of guys. That's why I do have beef for men. It's like, man, when you have kids, you know, man, that's your priority now. Like, man, your legacy. So it's like, man, you it's like you got to get it out your head. It's like somebody can move in, but it's like, man, you make sure your legacy ain't impacted by doing all this stuff, and you don't negotiate. It's like, man, there ain't no negotiating, man. There's just no incentives. If you don't like me for me, man, like I'm not putting nothing in no will, no stuff. If you didn't build with me, like you build with somebody, man, you take care of that person. You be loyal. You honor that stuff. So that's where, but it's like, man, if you're coming and I'm already built up, like, no, like it is what it is right here. There ain't no negotiation. Like, but I do like the point you made, M3, where it's like, I think a lot of these type of dudes, they might not be good with women or something. So she might be attractive where he's infatuated by the beauty. So that's where he's just like trying to just hold on to her. So that's where she's just like, she understands the dynamic. So she's like, you know what, man, I don't like this arrangement. You want to keep me around? I need some incentives. So really that's what's going on. She's like, what about the will? What about my kids if something happens? It's like, man, I just met you. We ain't been together that long and you only got 50,000 in some debt. Why are you trying to like juice me at this point? So that he just ain't got no balls, honestly.
You know he's not the perfect guy is Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes will never, the NBA player. It's like they think they're gonna get access to his money. He's like, "Your kids are not my kids. Why are they here?"
Mm.
Like, he's like, "You need to send them to their father. I'm not going." Like, it's no 50-50. Like, I made this money.
No, that's how you gotta kind of be, man. It's like we said, it's like naturally you're gonna benefit because I just live a different lifestyle. But that's it. It's like, man, I am gonna take care of you to a certain degree, but not at the expense of my legacy. And I think some of the females, they're not looking at it like that. They're like, well, if the female steps into that dynamic, she becomes a priority. Y'all push your kids. It's like, nah, you don't do it like that. Just like I said, if a female was in that dynamic, say she had kids and she was rich, I'd be like, you shelter your stuff. You make sure your legacy is good. They lucky to be staying with you. But let me finish this off real quick. Oh, go ahead.
And going to school in that district, like that district is not cheap. Like your kids are going by default to the best schools.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Like you said, driven by because I didn't think about it like you said until you mentioned that. But like you said, yeah, just being the placement alone is like critical within itself. And it's just like if you had like you truly was bringing value to relationships, you'd be like, man, look, I could get a realtor license and man, I could sell properties in it. So man, you could get creative and build up. But it's just like, man, people are so like short-term thinking that they're like, oh man, I got to write myself in that. And then it's just like, man, it's going to come off a bad way. Cause just think about people that probably like heard his voice and his family members like, dude, man, she's trying to use you now. And so he might step back. So like you said, she probably lost one because I've seen a lot of people doing breakdowns on this like segment. So if it gets back to him and he's like, damn, I am looking pretty bad. This is different.
Yeah.
It could cause that relationship to end. Like
these two hosts need to be fired. You can't be a money show and then you leading this in the wrong way.
No, I think the one on the right, hers was more solid, but yeah, that other one was talking about like I view it like this, and yeah, you got to go.
Yeah, like because say this was your brother or say this is your son, like F girl code because like if this is your ex-husband, where your kids gonna fit in? Mm-hmm. Like there's no thoughts, right? This one is coming in like, lady, you what do you mean be a player in the money? You can't even play with your 50K. Your 50K ain't grown.
But like I said, man, I'm coming from it from a success angle. The person, because like, man, I'm around a lot of females that's getting to that bag. And then like even my sisters, man, they very well to do. And then my nieces is following. They're out here hustling. Like my one niece, man, she's already investing in stuff. So it's like if they put that sacrifice in, they were disciplined to build themselves up. Hell no, man. You don't, like you said, Stan, forget that fairness stuff. This is like, man, protect your stuff. And like, this is bad advice just from any angle of somebody that put sacrifice and discipline in and they're meeting somebody at the tail end of that process. That person that if it was like they grew with that person, was there for the initial start, take care of each other. But on the back end, hell no.
No, like she messing up her kids' future because they're young, 10, 11, and 12. Like you're messing up the chance for them to be well off in the future. You're messing up the middle school. You're messing up the high school. You're messing up the colleges. You're messing up their careers because when you're in that circle, you know people, and then they can hook you up with jobs. And you're not coming in entry level either. You're gonna come in as assistant to the vice president, whatever. Like,
and Stan, you got a good. Oh my bad. You got a good point where it's just like, at least if she would have came in there and was like selfless, where she was just like, hey man, can you pay for the kids' college and stuff? If they, something like that, it wouldn't be as bad. I still don't think you should be asking somebody else for some shit, but Lisa, she put it like that. But it seemed like she's just focused on like herself. So
yeah,
I still wouldn't ask for that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just saying, at least it would be like, okay, she just wants them to go to school and stuff.
She's not even thinking about them. She's not. There's no thought. All she's like, what it's looking like, her feelings is about her wanting access to money. but the money that you do have, it's not even growing. You can learn, but also like, like if you want to take care of your kids and allow your kids to, and they've been around. So if you're dating with children, they probably been around each other for like 2 years already. So they already got a certain exposure already. It's beyond me to like, you don't see the benefits. It's like you're so ungrateful.
Yeah. All right, let me finish this out real quick because this is not too much left, and we'll
with her because it can be hers, right? Like you guys can share in this. It's the only time it's not hers is if you guys legally go through a divorce. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it totally makes sense. And that is how we want to live going into the marriage.
Yeah.
Too.
And it sounds like that's and that sounds like your attitude because you're going to take some of our money and we're going to buy a house together with this money and use this money for our family. So I think it's such a fine line, Derek. I mean, it's so hard, but I think I would keep and bring in a third party. If there's a great marriage counselor or therapist, honestly, it's something to
bring
think
me
through and even get other opinions.
I'll shut all this shit down. Yeah, we stopping that. Bring me in, Derek. I'll be like, look, no. Hell no. Derek, don't do it. Like, Derek, you're a king. You done built yourself up. Hell no. Tap out, Derek.
Just to add this quick one, right? Because I looked it up. They said approximately 82 billionaires.
You said 82?
Yeah, approximately.
Billionaires or millionaires?
Billionaires.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Again, losing that access, because those billionaire kids need to be married to somebody, and they could be your children. But hey, you gonna give it all up because you feel some type of way.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, she's like, look, if I don't win, I don't give a damn about you little punks. She's like, look, we go back to the hood and stuff. Y'all better tighten up.
I would have divorced my mom.
You ain't lying. I'd be like, Mom, I would have been listening to some Dave Ramsey. Be like, Mom, what the hell?
I like adopt me. Like,
Dad worked at Foot Locker. You over here talking about what you want. You about to land the big fish, and you over here being greedy. You better shut up.
Y'all call CPS. I'm like, obviously she's not the adult in this family.
Like, yeah, I like to divorce my own mom.
And put me with my
She's verbally abusive.
Financially abusive.